Okay, I haven't really made a video over the weekend. Most this week I've been quite busy doing various bits and pieces. Um, Playing quite a lot of poker actually, and yeah, just sort of doing things really. I thought I'd make this because I gave my blog out to a friend of mine I met in the pub, so I'm sure he's going to be avidly keeping up with my progress. So I'll try and not talk too much about poker, as it normally bores most people to death who aren't particularly interested in it. So I'll show you basically my most satisfying hand over the last few days. I started playing a bit higher, a bit more 30-60. Um, it's really strange actually. I'm running really well at 10-20 and 15-30, but just like abysmally bad at 5-10. It's well, not abysmally bad, but I should be running better. I think the games are quite tricky, really. You get very strange games. Anyway, here's a very satisfying hand involving me getting very lucky. Well, not very lucky, but I mean, I don't think there's anything else you can really do apart from call the 4-bet pre-flop with queens. I mean, third best possible hand, even though they are kind of nitty. This is Calvin. He's a very good player. And then obviously flopping top set, which is incredibly satisfying. And getting to raise a turn when he has obviously ace king. He's obviously not stupid enough to put in more than one bet on the river. But yeah, it's I think the biggest pot I've won for a while. Certainly since playing this challenge, I haven't really had too many massive ones. I did see someone post a 50. I think it was actually Calvin. He posted a 52 big bet pot at 15.30, which is like $1,500, which is just huge. It's just like very, very much unheard of. I think it's probably one of the biggest limit hold'em pots I've ever seen. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty knackered actually. I don't really have any useful content to say. Poker's been fucking boring. Yeah, which kind of all I'm longing for is playing higher and higher and bigger. And the games are just so terrible, but there's kind of just like lighting money on fire. So trying to dissuade myself from doing that. And like 10-20 as well has just become ridiculous at the moment. So many people are doing. Well, it's kind of interesting. Like 10-20 might have got tougher, but because there's so many people doing Supernova Elite challenges and desperately trying to get it before the end of the year, but it's still better than the 5-10 almost. Yeah, but it's like some of the games I've seen going have just been crazy, and it's just like Hen Holland, Skill Gambler, Giant Buddha, like Flower Bunny, and maybe like one semi like weak tight knit and stuff like that, and maybe Trip to me is it's just nuts. Like those games should be like far higher, but that's kind of the problem with limit hold'em at the moment. Everyone's refusing to play each other at the high stakes, so there's no fish who play anymore. The game is dying, but hopefully it will come back to life at some point, or I might have to move games, but not before this challenge is done anyway. I'm going to go and watch an episode of House and then play some more poker. I hope this has been exciting.